Ghosted. Ghosted is a romantic action-adventure film starring Chris Evans and Ana de Armas. I think it is supposed to be a fun-loving film with a great chemistry between these two, along with some breathtaking action. Plus, some comical moments mixed with romance, giving love in the air kind of feel. I mean, basically exploring the theme of falling in love with a stranger, leading to an adventurous journey with a meaningful message. To make the audience fall in love with them and with the film. I think that was the idea. However, the film fails to do any of that I just mentioned. Hi, my name is Lucky and you are watching The Sensible Review. Well, there are a number of reasons why this film is a complete disaster. But before we talk about those reasons, please have a look at the story. Ghosted is a story of a farmer/vendor, Cole, and a secret CIA agent, Sadie. They both meet at a market and they kind of fall for each other. No, I'm sorry, it's not like that. So take it like this. They have an argument, and after that argument, they spend some good time together, including getting laid. Next morning, Cole comes back home and he tells his family about the girl like she could be the one. Well, that's perfectly normal because that's how every other guy feel like after sleeping with a girl, right? Then he texts Sadie multiple times but gets no response. On that, Cole's sister suspects that she must have ghosted him. That's why the name of the movie is Ghosted. Can you believe that? What's next? Cole arrives in London to surprise Sadie after tracking her down via a tracker on his inhaler, which he accidentally left in her backpack. How convenient. But there, he gets kidnapped by some bad guys who think he is the taxman, a code for a legendary CIA agent. They drug him in London, and when he wakes up, he is in a cave in Pakistan. Oh. He was in London and now he's in Pakistan. Oh, whatever. He's in a cave in Pakistan surrounded by these bad guys. And when one of the bad guys is about to torture him, Sadie arrives. She killed that bad guy and some others and also rescues Cole all by herself. And this is the moment when Cole learns about Sadie that she is a spy, a secret agent.
You're the taxman.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And we also learned that Sadie is on a mission to retrieve this device called Aztec, a biochemical weapon. The bad guys, they have it, but they don't have the passcode, and they think Cole is the taxman and he has the passcode. And because of that, Cole is literally stuck with Sadie. And throughout the film, they just keep arguing. And this is a movie with happy ending. In the end, Sadie managed to retrieve that device. Actually, they both kind of work together in the end. So let's say Sadie and Cole, they both kind of saved the world. And now they are together as a couple, both doing what they are best at. So that's the story. Yeah, that is the story. So, what do you think about the story? Is it good or bad? Please do let me know in the comment section. You know, there's a talk on social media. Some people are saying that it looks like the story and screenplay of this film is written by an AI, like ChatGPT. I think they are right, but no, they can't be right because even an AI can't write that bad. Now let me tell you a joke. The story of this film is written by 2 writers and the screenplay is written by 4, and this is the end result. Wow. You know, first I thought that this movie is just going to be like that movie Night and Day. An agent on a mission ends up meeting a stranger. They fall for each other and things gets out of control. By the way, I love that film. It is one of the best romantic action-adventure film ever made. And I thought this movie Ghosted is following the similar pattern, just with a simple twist that this time the agent is a female, not male. But what makes Night and Day a masterpiece? All the good things are missing here in this movie, Ghosted. Now it's time to talk about those reasons. I know you have already got the idea, but it's time to dig deeper. Seriously, there is no chemistry that you can feel between these two leading characters, and that is hilariously bad. Even though everyone in the film keeps saying like, you two should get a room, but you as an audience feel like, no, please don't do that. And this dialogue gets repeated multiple times in the film and it eventually becomes annoying. You know, there comes a very small moment in that market scene when the actual chemistry between these two just begin, but then that serious argument kills it away. Then what we see? We see Cole goes back to talk to Sadie because the fellow vendor lady in the market says to Cole like, oh, I thought you were gonna exchange numbers because under that stupid fight, I thought you were flirting. Oh, we were flirting? Are you high? The sexual tension was out of the chart. Where was that sexual tension? Showing two good-looking people in the market talking to each other, that is not sexual tension. And this is the example of bad writing, when you try to put things in people's mind with just dialogues like, oh, I thought you were flirting, the sexual tension was out of the chart, you two should get a room. But you actually haven't created the moment to make it feel like love, like they really belong to each other. Showing a bad scene after making them hang out for a while, that is not the way to develop chemistry. Come on, seriously, that is ridiculous. And throughout the film, they just keep arguing. Actually, it is supposed to be a mix of comedy and romance, but in this movie, it doesn't work at all. In a nutshell, there's no chemistry. It's also nothing like love at first sight. So what is it then? Bullshit? This is an action film and the action is awkward and silly. What does that mean? That means every time we see Ana de Armas in action, fighting with those bad guys, she looks more like an immature, not highly trained CIA agent. Moreover, most of the action scenes are badly written and executed without giving much thought. Whether it is that cave scene, Sadie shooting those bad guys, or those bad guys shooting Sadie and Cole when they come out of that cave. And that bus scene, especially the bus rotating on the edge of the road and we see Cole like, well, that is supposed to be the mix of comedy and action. But this movie fails in that department as well. And same thing goes for that fight in that plane. They are fighting with those bad guys, plus they are having argument with each other. Well, that is supposed to be the mix of action, comedy and romance. And nothing works at all in this film. And then comes that island scene. Well, that should be the turning point for the film, because for the first time, Sadie chooses a person over a mission. But it doesn't feel anything like that. It doesn't even feel like she was actually making a choice. Yes, that is true. And now if you're thinking like, that's ridiculous, then let's talk about the most ridiculous scene of the film. Yes, I am talking about that spinning restaurant one, yes. There are bullets everywhere. Everyone is dying except these two. And Cole, who is just a farmer without any training, he is fighting like an agent. And those who are actual agent, well, they are all dead. But all of them? Yeah, all of them, they're all dead. Yeah. Then comes the movie-defining moment. Livak, the villain of the film, he has that Aztec device. Sadie, she, remember, the restaurant is spinning, and Sadie, she looks at that decorative piece in the middle. She hits that decorative piece, and our so-called villain, he's like, and that piece only hits him and sends him to death. And that's not it. While all that was happening, Sadie still managed to take that device from him. I mean, can it be more ridiculous than this? I don't think so. As I said, this is the movie-defining moment because it defines how good is the writing, action, direction, performances, visual element. I mean, everything except the cinematography, because cinematography is actually good. Not so good, but yes, it is good. Adrian Brody is the villain in the film as Livak, or let's say a joke in the name of a villain. When first time he appears in the film, he looks like a wickedly terrifying villain, and you feel bad for Cole and Sadie, like how they are going to survive this guy. But soon you lose that feeling because this so-called villain turns out to be an extreme level idiot. And same thing goes with all the other bad guys. They are all the same. Useless. There's not a single bad guy who knows how to shoot. I mean, seriously. Have a look at this.
You got me kidnapped and tortured all after.
This one. Where are they shooting? They are shooting everything except the main target. I mean, wow. Bounty hunters killing each other to take Cole and also for no reason Sadie to Livak, the villain. This isn't bad. This is the worst thing that you see in the film. Actually, one of the worst things because there are so many others as well. I mean, seriously, what was that? One guy come and he's like, I'm the best bounty hunter. Boom, he gets killed by another guy and then he's like, second best, I am the best one. Then he gets killed by another one. I mean, wow. Well, that's the real culprit behind all the disaster. I mean, seriously, who can write stuff like this? Sadie comes to their secret place to kill the bad guy and also rescue Cole all by herself. She does that like a piece of cake. And when she shoots, they die. And when they shoot, they miss. And Cole, who's just a farmer, even when he shoots, well, that's a hit too. Whatever Sadie plan, it works. Whether it involves taking Cole to the bad guy or hitting that decorative piece to kill the villain. By the way, Sadie, she's not only a female agent, but the only CIA agent who knows how to do her job. All other CIA agents are like those bad guys. I mean, useless. Well, this film is an example that just taking some well-known actor and actresses in a film is not enough. The most important thing is a well-written screenplay based on a meaningful story. I think the only good thing about this film is Chris Evans. There are some scenes where he actually outshines, but this screenplay is so poorly written that even this well-known actor ends up playing this useless and forgettable character. Even there are some scenes where he looks overconfident, but that's also because of the script. I know I'm doing the late review of this movie, but if this film is successful, that means people have lost their ability to choose what to like and what not to like. You can say who the heck I am to say that. Well, that is the truth. And that's all for now as well. See you soon with another video. Until then, goodbye, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, it's okay to have favorite stars. There are many actors, actresses, directors that I admire. But that doesn't mean that I have to like everything they are part of. A good film is a good film and a bad film is bad. It's as simple as that. But I don't know when it comes to people's favorite stars, no matter how bad something is, they just want to like it and they just want to make all kind of excuses that they can. Well, that is ridiculous. More ridiculous than this film.